Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about management process. Alright, if you are doing the management process, for two purposes we are doing that, right? What is the first purpose? Maximum productivity or maximum profitability. Either that organization they increase the production or they want to increase the profitability. This purpose they doing certain process, right? This is the first primary purpose, and then second purpose, maximum human welfare and satisfaction. For these two purpose alone they are doing the management process, right? Totally in that management process we have 5 process. First process management is a coordination. First they want to coordinate. Next process management is a process that primary functions they want to do. And then third one, management is a purposive process. Everyone we are having the purpose. So in an organization also, according to that purpose, they want to do certain process. And then fourth one, management is a social process. Fifth one, management is a cyclical process. Now shall we see one by one. First one, management is coordination, right? The manager of an enterprise must effectively, efficiently coordinate all the activities, namely men, material, machines, money, resources. If the manager efficiently coordinate this all the resources, that is called management is a coordination. This is the first process. Next process, management is a process. Listen carefully. The management achieves proper coordinates. First, that manager they want to coordinate that all the resources. Then on the basis of the resources they want to planning, organizing, directing, controlling, coordinating. This process is called management is a process. Next third one, management is a purposive process, right? Already I told purposive, everyone we have the purpose. If we are doing anything for certain purpose alone, we are doing that action. Similarly, in an organization also, based on the objective should be predetermined. Okay, if the organization they want to reach their destination, both management and the organization, both the one they want to join together to do certain process, then alone that particular organization they reach the goal, right? Next, fourth one, management is a social process. Listen, it is the art of getting things done through other people. In an organization, if the management assign any work to that particular employee, that employee they want to complete the work. That process is called, what is that? Social process, right? Last final process, management is a cyclical process. Why we are saying it is a cyclical? Because it represents planning action, control, replanning cycle. That's why we are saying it is an ongoing process to attain the planned goals. So these are the 5 process of the management process. Again one time I am repeating that all the process. First we want to coordinate, then we want to process, then we want to set the purpose, and then next we want to, on the basis of the purpose, we want to do the social process, then finally we want to do the cyclical process. These are the 5 process of the management. Next we are going to discuss about principles of scientific management, right? Scientific management, that is principle. What is the meaning of principle? Policy. That all the policies, all the principles framed by the particular organization. Why we are saying that principles are scientific? If the principles proved in an organization, that is called principles of scientific management. Here our author Mr. Frederick Winslow Taylor, they propound certain principle, right? Now in this class, now we are going to see that 5 principles of scientific management. Listen carefully children. Principles of scientific management propounded by Mr. Frederick Winslow Taylor. That is we call it as F.W. Taylor, right? Now shall we see the principles of scientific management. Totally we have 5 principles. First one, science not a rule of thumb. Second, harmony not discord. Third one, mental revolution. Fourth one, cooperation not individualism. Fifth one, development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. Right? Now shall we see one by one. First one, science not a rule of thumb. Okay, listen carefully, children. In order to increase organizational efficiency, the rule of thumb method should be substituted. What is the meaning of rule of thumb? Rule of thumb, that is in the sense decision taken by manager as per their personal judgment. In an organization, every manager, based on the situation, they must have the right to take the decision. That is called a rule of thumb. If the rule of thumb is available in that particular organization, it will help in saving time as well as human energy. This is the first principle of scientific management. So that's why we are saying it is a science not rule of thumb. Second one, harmony not discord. What is the meaning of harmony? Harmony, that is in the sense a relationship. Discord, that is conflict. Okay, right? In an organization, if the organization they want to run in a smooth manner, both workers and management, both the one they want to maintain a smooth relationship, then alone we can reach the goal. If the harmony is not in an organization, automatically what it arises? Discord. If the discord arises, we are not able to do anything. Discord, that is in the sense, if any conflict arises between the workers and management, it is not possible to reach the goal. Right? Next one, mental revolution. Okay. See, same like that, in that mental revolution also, that process we want to do in a proper way, right? Management as well as the workers should aim to increase the profit of the organization, right? For this, workers should put in their best effort so that the company makes profit. And on the other hand, management should share part of the profits with the workers. Listen, children, mental revolution, that is in the sense, in an organization, if they are earning more profit, the management, they want to ready to share the profit too with the workers. If the management having that kind of the mentality, automatically the worker, they very interestedly to do involve in more contribute to that particular work. Okay, so this is called mental revolution. Next one, coordination not individualism. Right, everyone we want to, without coordination we are not able to do anything. So that's why workers, in that management aspect, workers should be considered as a part of management. So and should be allowed to take decision. If the management ready to give the rights to the workers, if any situation the worker can take the decision. If the rights given and from the management, that automatically, what is that? That's why we are saying that coordination not individualism. This is also one of the principles. And then last one, final, development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. Right. Here, that every business organization, if they are having the efficient employee, produce more to earn more. Okay, right? If the employee is efficient, automatically he will work more and more to more. That if the employee works more, automatically this ultimately helps to attain efficiency and prosperity. If the employee works more, we get a, automatically that particular organization, they attain the prosperity for both the organization and employee. Right? These are the 5 principles of scientific management. I hope everybody you understand this management process and principles of scientific management. Thank you, children.